And welcome, everybody. It's Dr. Hank, and welcome to Extraordinary Age. We're going to be on a journey that is going to be so fun. It's going to make 2021 with more play, more good feelings, more business, more money, and you'll see that it in fact will. And it's very open discussion, and so we're going to be talking, and all of us. So know that, hey, you're just not going to be listening to Dr. Hank. You're going to actually be inputting, and we're going to be able to bless each other and help each other to become those extraordinary agents. And you're already extraordinary agents. We're just going to take you to the next level. And so, a couple of things to get going. Again, welcome to Extraordinary Agent, this program. Whenever you can, come to the live sessions. And it was kind of funny. I had a few people get back to me and say, hey, this isn't a Zoom call because the link wasn't there. So I would, in fact, why don't you, I would suggest all of you be prepared to write down things and take notes. And so one of the things to take a note on is, if you notice that my last email, and by the way, I sent two emails yesterday, and the first email, it had so much memory, it couldn't handle the memory. And so it kind of blew up on me. And so that's why I sent the second one. And you have one meditation instead of three. That's what the memory issue was. But it was, people said, you have like tinyurl.com and then extraordinary agent. That's not a Zoom meeting. So here's a little tip for you when you're going to have a Zoom meeting, like with a client, and you want to really look cool in this and look professional. You want to put their name into the link, and here's how you do it. So for those of you that don't know, go to tinyurl.com. Just go in there, copy your Zoom meeting. So you set up a Zoom meeting, and if you don't know how to do that, you can get with me and I'll help you. Hopefully we all know how to be on Zoom. But you take the Zoom link that you set up to be with a client or many people or your team or whatever, it doesn't matter. And you take that link, and you'll see on the first page, tinyurl.com. Put in your link. You put in that link, and then it will ask you, it's just a second box, just two boxes in there. It'll ask you, what do you want to call it? So I called this Extraordinary Agent because that's what this is. Put in Extraordinary Agent, and what it does, it automatically takes that Zoom link and turns it into, and then like specifically it's HTTPS, :// but tinyurl.com and then / extraordinary agent. So again, just a little tip, and we're going to talk about little tips and all kinds of different things, but you're going to really be on speed, on technology, and a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, I need to get Lance back on here. And just so you know, with Zoom now, that they require you either have a code or you're in a waiting room or both. And so with the code, it just makes it more complex. And so that's why you're put into a waiting room. You can't get around it. And they're doing that because apparently there's been people that have broken into meetings and done all kinds of silly stuff, which I personally think is a lot of fun. And so a little house cleaning, and since we're primarily agents, okay, I love that house cleaning, or better yet, home cleaning. Whenever possible, be on the live session. And because this is really where you'll be able to be interactive with it. When others participate in the sessions, really be actively listening to all of this. I ask you all to come now with an open mind and an open heart. And so just, relax, take it easy, breathe in deeply, and we'll get more into the power of breathing. But breathe in deeply. Let's all do that. Just, and then when you let go of your breath, just say relax. And the more relaxed you are, the more open you'll be, the better your memory will be, the better your mind will function. And so it'll be great. Connect with others. So, like, if you like what other people were saying, or you want to, wish Stacy, for example, that her son Knox, who just had an operation after a football injury, all the best, that you're sending prayers, that's just awesome. And so, connect with each other. And if you need people's contact information, of course, I have everybody's contact information. And so I'd like you to start this too with the beginner's mind. And I'll tell you through the years, and just so you know, for some of the of you that may not know, I actually, this teaching, and this is part of my teaching, I have taught corporate America, the world, Fortune 100 companies around the world, this teaching that I have for the last 20 years or so taught agents and real estate professionals, whatever they are, loan officers, whatever, to increase their business, be happier, healthier, all the different things that you want. And so, but what I have found, no matter who they are, CEOs of billion-dollar companies, top agents, whoever, it doesn't matter, that about the poison pill that you don't want to take is thinking, oh, I know about that already, or oh, I do that already. That start fresh. And I want you to just start as a beginner, if you will, that you'll see that we're going to delve down deeper into you and who you are. You're going to delve down deeper, and we're going to really spark the superpower that's within you. And really, it's a super love that is within you on that. And so what you'll need, I would recommend that all of you go out and get a journal and start writing in a journal every day. And so again, I take notes right now on this, that, what to write in the journal. Write down on the things that you desire. Write down the ahas about, who you are, or to remember to breathe, or to meditate in the different things that we're going through. And we'll get more into that again on the journaling. But if you do have questions, whenever you have any questions about any of this, that just let me know. And we have another one in the waiting room, and it's actually Angelica. And Angelica had an operation, and she is recovering. Hi, Angelica. And she is recovering, and her husband just got his real estate license.
Yay.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yes.
That's just awesome. And so they're not only are they husband and wife, but they're the big real estate team now.
Yes.
All exciting. So back to what I recommend you have is a journal, and start journaling. Every day, just write down good feeling thoughts, things that I want you to start being aware of, the better things that are happening in your life. You're going to start seeing that better and better things are happening in your life. So it's not only, oh, I got $1 million deal, or gosh, I just got a cash buyer and I just made 20 grand. It's those things for sure, but it's also the littler things that really are just as big as $1 million sale or whatever. And so maybe somebody said a kind word to you. And one of the things that I've been doing in my coaching with my agents is that I want everybody, and for you to be thinking about, you want to be in a receiving mode. And so you want to start receiving more money, more business, more compliments, and you want to just receive it fully, not this, oh, I don't deserve it or whatever. And so you want to be in this receiving mode. And again, we'll get into all of this more and more. And then I would recommend you have a notebook. So a journal separate for you, and writing, especially the magical things that are starting to happen to you. They will happen to you if you show up every week, if you participate, they will happen to you. And but then a notebook, and that's what, like, maybe you're writing on right now. And I would just have a separate book, Extraordinary Agent. And if anything, go out today and get this stuff. and really make this a special time, because it is a special time. And even though we're going to have 7 official weeks, we're going to probably extend this through the rest of the year, to where we can, we're also a referral team. And so if you want to, and we have people from across America on, and so if you have referrals, give them to me. I don't take any money out of that. I just will get you an agent, really anywhere in the United States, thousands of agents, and I'll get them for you. And so think about, wow, this could be referrals anywhere in the United States. It's also mastermind. And of course, we're going to focus primarily on real estate and on you. And probably the most important thing to have a sunny disposition. And so, come just with an open heart and an open mind, and know that this is going to take you to everywhere you want. I guarantee you, as long as you participate, you're involved in this, take good notes, that you're going to have the best year you've ever had. And again, what does best year mean? You're going to feel better. You're going to laugh more. You're going to smile more. That you're going to have more business. You're going to have more money. You're going to have more passive income. There's all kinds of opportunities here for you with that. So we're a 7-week program. Today, we're going to talk about the prosperous mindset. Then next week, we're going to talk about vision. And so I want you to start thinking about, what is my vision? I like thinking about being on either Christmas Eve of this year or New Year's Eve of this year, and thinking back in how it felt on what you be, do, and have. Okay, what did I do? What did I have? How was I being? And so we'll cover that next week. Then we're going to talk about perfect fit clients. I've also in the past called those ideal clients. So we're going to get really focused in on who the heck are our ideal clients, and how do I start attracting to me better clients, higher end clients, clients with better credit, etc. on that. And then we're going to tap in the next week. We're going to tap into your superpower. And really, we're going to be doing that throughout this entire process. We're going to really focus in on tapping into your superpower. And then the next week, we're going to talk about how you can even influence people more. And influence not only on them getting to say yes, that'll happen, but influence with your positive, loving, all-powerful, loving self on really how to influence the world. The media right now, we talked a little before we started today about, the media is kind of bringing me down, I got to stay away from it, etc. That one kind of tip, if you will, that never focus on anything that you can't control. You can't control Washington. You can't control some disease. You can't control any of that. So stop thinking about that. And if you start hearing that, then what will happen is you'll attract it. And so I don't want any of you to die on me. We have the power to create, we're the creators of our own experience. So we have the power to be able to do that. So we're going to talk about influence and how we can really positively influence and be the light to the world and really uplift everybody, our loved ones, clients, prospects, and the whole world. And just so you know, I pray for every one of you today. And so I send you love and well-being and health, wealth, and success. Know that that's happening. And then the next week, we're going to talk about playing with love. And so, and maybe some of you are sitting there, hey, I thought this was an extraordinary agent. What the heck does this love thing happen? Well, that's who we all are. And so who we all really are is just this pure love. And we've just been clouded over with sometimes our thoughts or whatever. And so we're going to really tap into that love so you can have all of your desires, because this is people say like, oh, don't be selfish. The only way you can be is selfish. You can only think and feel for yourself. And when you're selfish enough to care about how you feel and to feel good, that you'll then uplift everybody. And so it all starts with you, and it's also an inside job. Doesn't matter what's going on out there. It all matters what's going on here. And then we're going to go into the last week is our business intuition. And so our inner wisdom that we all have that we can tap into. And for those of you that, coach with me, you know that I just tap into infinite intelligence, and it goes kind of, if you will, from God's lips to your ears, your mind and heart. And you're going to be able to do that as well. So, sound like a good plan?
Yes.
Fantastic. And by the way, I've never taught it this way, the way that we're doing it. So this is all fresh and just and all channeled and all divinely given. And so I want to start out first with just saying on how much I appreciate that you each have invested in your professional development. And so I told all of you that, hey, you could have this for free if you want it, but this exchange of money, this energy exchange, really what it does is it puts it together. And what my experience has been, if you don't give money in back for exchange, that you won't get as much out of this. And so I thank you for investing in yourself and for your not only professional development, but your personal development, because this is going to take you to a whole new place, my friends. And then think about, and this is a great one, that to think about that I am a master at my mindset, or I am a master of my mindset. And so think about that you're the master, and you really are, that your conscious mind is the master, the subconscious mind, the kingdom within you, is the servant, if you will, and does everything your conscious mind says. And we'll get more into all of that if that isn't. And then, and by the time you're done here, you're going to be clear about like your superpower, your super love that you have for the good of the world. So let's get into this mindset and the prosperous mindset. And this is where we're going to be really interactive, then. So now this is about all of us and all of us together, growing, learning, understanding, feeling better. And so my first question to you is, what is the one thing that if you were to do consistently in your business, that your business would improve? And so what's that one thing that you would like to, in 2021, do consistently? And so who has some thoughts about that?
Mine is just really follow up more. I get them going, and then just because of the amount of leads coming in, I always have a couple just kind of fall through the wayside.
Yeah. That's a great one. We lose so much business because we don't follow up. And we start, Christ said, do not judge. And we have judgment. Oh, those people are no good, or, they don't like me, or, they don't have no money or whatever. And we're just letting opportunities pass us. And so that's a great one, Lance. And how would we do better follow-up? What's kind of the procedure? How could we really start following up better? What would the secret, or what's a technique that we could use for that?
Mine that I'm implementing is, one, setting a specific time for follow-ups each week, whether it's each day, each week, however it is, whenever the lead comes in. Follow up on my CRM more. Of course, KB Core and everything has it there, but
yeah,
using the technology and the ability that I have now in order to set the time and the schedule for it. If I don't set a schedule, it's on its wayside.
Yeah, that's awesome. Anybody else have any comments about that follow-up? Great. Yes. So another one. What else? What do you think? What's your number one thing that if you start doing more consistently would improve your business?
I would say, this is Mark, create more consistent closings in business.
Okay, cool.
creating
cool.
more every day.
Okay, and so let's step back from, so where would that closing start? Like, what do you need to do more consistently, Mark, to have more closings?
I think just get the word out, get out there and make it happen. You know,
Okay.
just create a way to have leads consistently coming in, and you know, that's by some of the opportunities that you've given me to be able to do, which I've started, and
Awesome.
you know, just continue to just meet and greet. And as you know, I've been in the business a long time, but Texas is a new market for me, so
Yeah.
just need to be consistent, and just need to be consistent with my effort, I think, is the number one.
Yeah, yeah. And so I love that. And for those of you that aren't familiar, that under the umbrella, my umbrella of Age of Wealth Success, that we have specific lead programs that are real easy, and it's really about connecting with people, but niches or niches as they now call it. And so Mark is what he was referring to is the new home builder strategy, where you become the preferred agent, and you can get lots of business out of that. Again, we have other lead programs. If you have questions about that, we're not going to get into that here with this specific program in the next 7 weeks per se, but that's a specific. So you can't just say, gee, I'm going to do more effort towards getting out there, because that's too general. And what will happen is we'll get caught up with stuff. So what Mark did is he identified, hey, I'm going to have more closings. The way I'm going to do that is I'm going to really focus in now on calling upon sales consultants with new home builders. And that's great. Another one?
Dr. Hank, I just wanted to say the referral program, could continue with communication with past clients as well as new clients. That's going to be my focus, the continue on with the note writing and texts, calls, emails, whatever it is, just to communicate. So basically that's what my goal is to, and just like, I think it was Lance said, set specific times per week or per day to get that done. So I think that's really good that Lance said to set that time aside and make sure that happens. So
that's fantastic. So one of the lead programs that we have, besides the new home builder program, is also the referral program. And so we have specific training on that, again, under my umbrella. And if you want to know more details on that, we can talk that. Just get back to me. And for those of you that don't, for some reason, have my contact information, it's drhank@drhank.biz, B-I-Z, or 214-753-7204. So on that referral program, and what I really would call that is it's definitely the referral program. And then what's also kind of a standalone, but all with really all of this follow-up and everything that we said, is to start connecting with people in a more meaningful way. So I would each suggest that you think about, how am I going to start connecting with people? And so here's a real live thing that you can take, and it'll get you business, I guarantee. That if you'll go out and buy a bunch of cheap or expensive, whatever you want, Valentine's cards. And I want you to just ask God. So just ask, who should I send these Valentine cards to? And don't even think about business per se. Just think about who you want to do it. It can be relatives, whatever, and write down that list. And if every day you will just send out 5 U.S. mail cards, or you could personally drop them off. And the question may be, well, I don't have their address. Exactly. If you don't have their address, you call them and you say, hey, it's great. I was just thinking about you. You are on my heart. and on my mind. And when you talk about the heart, it puts people's guard down. You're not selling anything, if you will. You're on my heart and on my mind, and I'd like to send you something. That's all you have to do. Leave it on voicemail, talk to them in person, and then do that. So if you truly want to increase your business right away here, if you want to have a better 2021, and one of the things to consistently do is to write letters. And the reason U.S. snail, and the reason why that is because nobody else does it. And so I have who I coach with, I have a loan officer because I do all real estate professionals primarily. And I have, and she's the top 1% in America. And she's not on social media at all. Now, I'm not proposing or suggesting that you don't be on social media, but she's not on social media at all. But why is she the top 1%? Because she meaningfully connects with people. And so for us, our mindset, our prosperous mindset is, it's not about sending out a bunch of ads or sending a bunch of emails. So let's go and look at an order on how to connect with people so that they'll do business with you easily and quickly. Is that the least effective way is through email. Okay, it's the least effective because it's just another darn email from somebody. The next better one, okay, from that is it could be social media communication. And, oh, how are you? And Messenger, whatever. And that's okay. And, it's fine. The next one would be text. Then the next one would be Zoom. So you're the second best. So if you could set up meetings, hey, I'd love to Zoom with you. Okay. And then the best one is in person. And so most people aren't going to necessarily do it in person. So Zoom becomes your best way. Why Zoom? Because now you're fully communicating with each other. Do you know that your body language is 60% of your message? Your body language. 30% is your tone of voice. So I can tell all of you, hey, I really don't like you guys. And you're sitting there laughing. And what are you laughing about? I just told you I didn't like it. It's because my main message is coming from my body language and from my tone of voice. But we're always trying to think about what words am I going to use? The words, so tone of voice is 30% of your message. Only 10% of your message are your words. So stop focusing. Again, this is about mindset. What am I going to focus on? And I'm going to focus on, hey, what is my body language? And really, what is my energy? How am I feeling? And I want to feel good. So before you make a call, before you do a Zoom, before you drop off that card, whatever it is that you want to prepare your mind. And you want to say, oh, this is going to be a wonderful call. I'm going to really enjoy talking to Mary. That it's just going to be delightful. I'm going to enjoy this hour of contacting people, connecting with people. And I'm just coming with heart. So see, the nervousness and the uneasiness comes with, oh, they don't know me. Well, who cares? We all know each other. We're all connected with our heart. And so for us to be able to do that, so the consistently in your business to do more, that I would strongly suggest that the number one is connecting with people. Number two, in a meaningful way with heart and mind. Referrals, kind of this idea about getting out there. And so, and then the follow-up is just awesome on follow-up with your leads, follow-up with your sales consultants that follow up, but you need to set a time period. And we talked about that. You need to schedule that in. So just say, hey, you know what? Every day at 10 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to go call, somebody for people follow up, prospects, whatever. And then, at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I'm going to just write letters and 5 hello letters. And so basically, or as we were talking on and they're going to be Valentine's heart letters. Okay, and what a great time. And what do you put in that letter? And so, things like, just like, hey, I was thinking about you. You were on my heart and mind, and I just wanted to make sure, I just wanted to see how you're doing. Wish you a great Valentine's Day, and let's hope for a lot of heart in 2021. And that's it. And you don't even need your business card if they know you're in real estate, because you don't have to put in there, oh, and if you need if you have any referrals, call me. That if they know, and if you come with your heart instead of just your mind and your analytical mind, you're trying to get business, that people will recognize that and harmony. See, who's making all that racket? And expired listing each morning. Okay, Rita, thank you. So Rita just said she's going to follow up on expired listings. And what a great one to do. So that's real specific, on how to be able to do that. And I'm trying to see where all that sound's coming from, but it's gone now. So thank you very much. And so hopefully that was helpful. Any other thoughts, comments about what you want to consistently do from here on out?
Hi, this is Ryan. Just quickly, as we were just talking about the referrals, and it's really this simple to me right now. And what I'll just do with everyone right now is just kind of like model it. Happy New Year. Like, it's very simple. Still like in the beginning of the year, and Happy New Year is just a simple way to introduce the conversation. But to be specific, what I have been doing really for the past month daily is make 9 to 12 phone calls a day to my current database. And I'm just churning that database. It's something that came up for me here recently, which I know we'll hear Dr. Hank talk a lot about, or some point. But not only that, it's easy for me to allow more business out of the blue. Because what ends up happening, I know when I'm in the flow of my business, because I'll make my 9, 10, 11, 12 calls in that hour time, whatever I'm doing. And I'll know when I'm in the flow of my business, I will get out of blue phone calls from nothing. Technically didn't have anything to do with my 9 calls or any of my other lead generation, but it'll show up later in the day from some other referral. I'll get a call, I'll get some lead from the internet or something that I had maybe followed up months ago on, and they'll call me. And so that's one thing that I want to allow and receive into my life, are those out of blue experiences for my business, which really, to me, it really just kind of lets me know that I'm in alignment with the best that I am. And so that's probably a couple specifics. And then some people talked about the scheduling, and I do a weekly schedule. And I've been doing this for the past month as well. And I write in there on Sunday, I print these out and just throw them away and just start out with a new week, a new day, and just write down, I've been making my calls and writing them down in between like 8:30, 9:30, 10. And this morning I had like 2 or 3 phone calls, and I just scheduled my phone calls in between my last meeting and before I was going to get on this meeting, and I got them done in 30 minutes. I was able to play around for a little bit. So anyways, I'll stop talking. And
yeah, that's awesome, Ryan. So I'd like to ask everybody, why do you think that Ryan then attracted out of the blue things that he wasn't mentally focused on? You didn't say, gee, I want Joe to, call me out of the blue. He just, why do you think that happened to Ryan? What do you think?
Dr. Hank, I think, going back to all your training, he put that positive vibe out there. He's got his mindset already set to attract new clients or past or current clients. And since it's out there, he's attracting more So yes, I believe that.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
it. That's it. So what happens is that because he's out there and expecting good and expecting out of the blue clients and talking to people and getting out there, that's his vibration that he's sending out, if you will, his prayer. And that vibration, he starts then attracting people. And I know Ryan, what, a month ago or whatever, you attracted $1 million buyer, you know? It's like, where does that happen? And by the way, most of the people that are speaking here are top agents. And so, they know, if you will, but they're on here because they want to be even better. They want to have a better year than they had. And most of us that have been together in the last year, we've had the best year we've ever had. And it's all, I can tell you this because you're on this call, that you will raise up your vibration, which means it'll raise your point of attraction, which you will attract now more productive thoughts, if you will. In other words, all of a sudden you'll think, oh yeah, I want to call this person, or you will be in more open area, if you will, to receive. Remember this focus on receiving, to receive out of the blue. And so one thing that you could do this week is just expect an out of the blue opportunity here, business opportunity. And if you start expecting that, that's how to do it. Now, Ryan, I'd like to also, could you, so this is a soft copy, that calendar that you have?
Yeah.
Can you email that to me, and I'll email it out to all of us, and we'll be able to that I'll send it to all of you, and it might just be a new, fresh way of doing it. We get into this electronics, and my calendar's on my phone, and blah blah blah, and all kinds of craps on your phone. Lost in, you look at, I got 27 messages on Facebook, and so you were going to be doing some scheduling or whatever, and then you end up getting lost in that phone. So I really like Ryan's approach on have it physical. By having it physically in your calendar out there, scheduling these times when you're going to write no, when you're going to make 10 phone calls a day. And by the way, if you have the mindset like, oh shit, I don't want to do 10 phone calls a day. Do you know on how much money we all make on every closing? And you just need to make 10 phone calls a day and 5 notes a day, and that's your job. Do you know how many people would die to have that job? And so get your attitude on this is like easy peasy. I love doing this. I love connecting with people and writing these Valentine's Day notes, to people, and just connecting with them. And another great idea that's, again, I'm channeling here, and so for some of you, this is like ideal, is I want you to connect with your neighbors. You have a whole neighborhood that's sitting there, and just give them a Valentine's Day card. If you don't know their name or whatever, I've had agents say, shit, I've lived in this neighborhood for 20 years. I don't know any of my neighbors. That's okay. Don't be feeling guilt or whatever. Say, hey, I'm going to go out there and I'm going to give them just a little, and we have people at Christmas do this for Valentine, give a little pouch of candy or something and give it to them with your card attached to that. You will be amazed at how much business you will get. And like if you just move to your neighborhood, go get them. I have agents that just move and just take advantage of this. Hey, I'm brand new. And if you're not brand new, just start going out and say, hey, I wanted to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. And that people appreciate that. People want to connect. So we're going to take advantage of the world changes that happen, and we're going to connect with them. And you can have a mask on or whatever to make them comfortable. That, I have my own opinion about those, actually medical opinion about all of that, a mask is like, having a fence, what is that called? Not a barbed wire fence, but anyways, just a regular fence with big
Chain link
holes in,
fence.
and it's like sand. And so, trying to hold up with this fence, sand, you just can't do it. But that's a whole nother thing. So, do it in a safe way. That's what most people want. But connect with people. People love to connect, are yearning to connect, and you can be that connector. Okay? Sound like a good plan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Dr.
Yes.
Quick question. So if some of my neighbors don't know that I'm a realtor, so I know I should. So what would you put a business card in there?
Yeah. So what I would do, Lisa, with that is, first of all, the really easy solution is to put your business card, put a little hole in your business card, wrap that little present that costs, 30 cents or whatever, with little candies in it. And I would home make it. Instead of go buy something, I would, get little heart candies, whatever, and say, hey, I made this for you, and have your business card on it that says that you're a real estate agent. Now, when I would do that, though, is about 10 o'clock in the morning on Saturday morning. Why? Most people are around then. Knock on their door, ring their doorbell, stand back a little, let them, again, for social distancing, whatever. And when they answer, say, hey, I'm Lisa, and I just wanted, I'm your neighbor. I live right over here, and and no explanation about, I'm sorry, I haven't talked to you for the last 27 years or whatever. Just forget about unwanted thoughts, okay? You just say, hey, I'm your neighbor, and they probably don't even know, whether you've been there just now or, new or whatever. It doesn't matter. That what matters is that you go, hey, I'm Lisa. I live right over there, and I made this little Valentine's gift for you. And they'll probably throw it away because they're afraid you might have germs or whatever. It doesn't matter. What matters is that, hey, you are the kind one. You're connecting with them, and say, and I wanted to wish you a happy Valentine's Day. And I also wanted to let you know that I'm a real estate agent. And I don't know if you thought about refinancing or not, but to refinance right now, most people are saving thousands of dollars. And so if I can help you with that or anything with your real estate needs. So you're just being kind because you're a knowledgeable agent, knowing that interest rates at all-time low. Historically, all-time low, below 3%. It's just amazing. Now, all of us may say, oh, everybody knows that. First of all, everybody doesn't know that. Secondly, they don't understand what that really means, what that can do to their payment and how they can do that. So you can get them on the road. Now you may say, hey, I'm not a loan officer. What am I selling mortgages for? No. What you're doing is you're sharing the good news because you're the expert real estate agent, and you can not only help them with refinancing, but you can also help them, or you can help any of the people that they know. So most people know about 250 people, and out of those 250 people, 10 to 12 people are looking to buy or sell a home. So when you get on top of their mind and heart, next thing they know, they're talking to somebody, their friend, and their friend says, hey, I'm thinking about selling my home. Oh my gosh, my neighbor is. And that's where it starts going. And I've had Teresa, I think is, no, she has a closing and she's not on right now. But Teresa just moved into a new neighborhood. And she has more business than ever. She just is closing 2 deals today, right? That because she went and did this, she started connecting with her neighbors. And what she was saying at the time is, hey, I'm your new neighbor. And by the way, I'm a real estate agent. What you're going to say is, hey, happy Valentine's Day. And by the way, I'm a real estate agent. And you'll see on how this plays out, and you'll be able to do it. And again, it's your mindset. If you think, oh, yeah, and that's not going to work very well, or, it's going to take a year, most people will move for 4 or 5 years. If you say all that stuff, you're right. None of this stuff is going to work. That's why this session is all important about what are you thinking with your mindset, because you want to say, hey, this is great. This does play out. Teresa did it. And see, that's why it's helpful for all of us to use each other to be able to inspire each other. And that, wow, yeah, this really plays out. And so is that helpful, Lisa?
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you bet. You bet. And so now I want to, so most of you probably have a handout that I had sent to you. And if you didn't, it's not a big deal. You can ask me for it, but it's how to build a winning and prosperous mindset. And so it basically all starts out with your thoughts. So all of science has agreed that to create anything in your life, that it starts with your thoughts. It's not about how the economy is doing. It's not about how experienced agent you are. It's not about what Washington's doing. It's not about some flu going on. It's none of those things. It's about what your thought is, and your thought becomes things. And so what type of thought do you want? And on this handout, the first step is to have wanted thoughts. So you don't want to say, oh, I tried that before. Whatever you tried before and didn't work, it's because of what your attitude was. And if you keep up that attitude, that's not going to work. And then you'll attract cooperative components on more things not working. So what you want to do is you want to think about wanted thoughts like, wow, I love that my business, and be more general. I love that my business is flowing and going to be better than ever this year. I just love that. I love connecting with people. So in such deep and meaningful ways, such simple, kind, loving ways. I'm a kind person, say these type of things to yourself. Kindness will go through the phone line, will go through, anywhere. Whenever you're touching anybody, they will sense that kindness. And so think about this kindness. So this isn't about, gee, I'm going to work hard, because what will happen, I guarantee you, and I literally have helped thousands of people with this, is that most people are swimming upstream. And they're doing it the hard way. And they're thinking about, plan B. Never have a plan B, okay? Plan A, because you split your energy. And if you split your energy, you're going to get kind of half of nothing, okay? Then what you want is, hey, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to build my business. I'm going to connect with people. This is how I'm going to be. So those are the type of wanted thoughts. And then to have a clear vision. And that clear vision on, I love that my business is booming. I have some of you on here that you told me, hey, I'm just getting back into it now, and I really want this year to be the best. I kind of, COVID messed me up or whatever, and it doesn't matter. What matters is where you are right now. And if you are just standing tall and sitting there saying, man, I just love being able to serve so many people this year. And I just love having more money coming into my experience. And I'd actually get rid of that word money, because most people have a lot of contrast with money. So you could say income that would be, or business, or closes. Those are a little bit easier. But speaking of money, I do want you to have a better relationship with money. Think of the relationship, and this is all this mindset and prosperous mindset, and this is the heart of it as far as prosperous regarding money, income, passive income, business, whatever, that I want you to start having a better relationship with money. Just think about the relationship that you have built with money. How many times have you said, like, let's say you and I are establishing an even deeper, more meaningful relationship, and you say to me, hey, where are you? You haven't been around much. It's not going to make me feel very good. Have you told money that? Yeah. Hey, where's my money, man? I don't have enough money, So money feels really bad. Money says, okay, I'm out of here, And so it pops right out of your savings account, checking account, and it is gone, and there's none coming in. So I want you to think about this idea about having a better, more meaningful relationship with money. In fact, I dare you to start asking that you want to fall in love with money. And this fall in love with money, a lot of people say, oh my God, but the Bible says that the root of all evil is money. That's not what it said. It said that everything comes from God. So everything comes first from God. And when you recognize that, then money is fine. And I always share this idea about money. Certainly, back in Christ's time, money, one of the ways to a symbol of wealth or having wealth was to have sheep. Okay, so certainly the Bible wasn't saying the root of all evil is that damn sheep. And so money, you start falling in love with money. Money is an angelic energy coming from God that comes and provides all kinds of stuff for us. More variety, more choices, a roof over our head, food for our bodies. I mean, all kinds of stuff. So I want you to have the mindset of really building a deep and meaningful relationship with money. Falling in love with money. Mm-hmm. Any comments about that?
Love it. I love money. And money loves me.
Yeah, baby. Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. So having lots of thoughts, that clear vision on what's going to happen with you, and we'll get more into that next week. And then that creates inspired action. So 99% of all the things that we create comes from our thought, 1% from our inspired action. So I don't want you to do anything that you heard today that you don't feel inspired about. And so if you don't like it, that's fine. Just focus on there's something today, probably many things today, that you can start. And I suggest you review your notes later to be able to think about what are those, different things. So I want to just share with you one of the ways to be, and I'm going to actually, there's a secret weapon, and so let's talk about the secret weapon that you each have. You'll be able to build your business in 10 minutes. And basically a lot of people have stress, and that stress is from their thought. Okay, it's actually from their fear, and about half the time people are thinking about something other than what's in the present moment. So I want to help you to start getting into the present moment. All of your power is in this present moment. So what you are witnessing in your life right now is only your previous thought that has now manifested into something that you see physically. Okay, it's manifesting in your life. It's your previous thought. What in this red hot moment is, in this present moment, it's a present from God, if you will. In this present moment is where all of your superpower is. And to develop that and to be more aware of the present moment. Like right now, if you're thinking, oh, gee, in 15 minutes, I got to go have lunch, I'm hungry or what. If you're thinking about that, you're in a red hot moment that's not going to get you very far other than lunch. Okay. But if you're focused in and recognize, wow, how do I take advantage of this power that I have with my thought in the present moment? How can I take advantage of it? And how can I get more in the habit of it? And the answer is through meditation. So, and it'll decrease your stress, and it will help you to get more and more into the present moment. So I sent you a meditation, and it's about manifesting. And so what greater meditation than about manifesting? And so what are you going to be manifesting? All of your dreams and desires, more business. That's 2021. And so I would suggest that you meditate every day. Now, you can use my meditation that I sent you, and if you don't have it, again, text me or whatever, and I'll send it to you. If for some reason you don't have it, but it came in my last email that came yesterday afternoon in that email. And again, if you didn't get it, just text me and let me know that. Or you can go to other meditations. Now, this is a guided meditation that I sent you, and there are other meditations. Now, the most powerful way to get into your meditation and to get into the present moment through meditation is through your all-powerful breath. So in the Bible, the word spirit actually means breath. And so your breath, and I have literally invested thousands of dollars on how to breathe. And, I know you're all sitting there and say, Dr. Hank, you are really an idiot, man. I mean, we all know how to breathe. What do you spend all this money on? Well, we actually, and so out of all of that, I found the easy solution for us to really have these meaningful breaths. Because when you have a meaningful, deep breath, that you connect within a minute, you'll connect with God, with your higher self, with your source. So the technique is to breathe in deeply 5 seconds and then to breathe out. And I would suggest that by closing your eyes, and again, we're tapping into your superpower. As you quiet your mind, you will be in a state of to allow God to give you the thoughts, to allow you to attract the people, the prospects, the clients that you have been looking for, the business that you want. It's done with a quiet mind. It's not with you working hard and thinking and trying to figure out the how. It is not your responsibility to figure out the how. Your only responsibility is to figure out what you want. And then you can do the asking and you shall receive. And what's in the middle of that? The Father does the work. So you want to be in a pure state of allowing, pure state of trusting and having faith in God, universe, whatever word, higher self, whatever word you're most comfortable with, that for you to have that faith and trust that God is going to take you to the promised land. And what is the promised land? Everything you want. God wants you. You were born to have desires, and you are here to co-create, create with God. You do the asking, Father does the work, and then you do the receiving. So let's start with breath. And I'd like you to close. It's more effective when you can, because remember, this is an inside job. I suggest that all of you close your eyes and breathe with me now. And so just start relaxing and breathe in deeply. And then breathe out. And when you do, just say relax. And breathe in. And breathe out. Relax. Breathe in. And now ask your mind to be quiet. So I quiet my mind. I am relaxed. And I ask now, breathe in. And breathe out. Breathe in. And breathe out. And now you are connected at one with your source. You are raising now your vibration, your point of attraction. You're starting to fly with your desires. You call forth now more wanted thoughts. You call forth out of the blue, big happy surprises now come to you today and this week until we meet again. You just love feeling so good, feeling on top of the world, and knowing that your desires, things that you want, the business, the health, the relationships, the laughter, the fun, the playfulness. It's all here now with you as you are connected with your source. Breathe in, breathe out. And I invite you back into the room. You can open up your eyes. And that only took 2 minutes. How do you feel? I feel good, like I knew that I would. I had someone the other day say to me, I've known you I've been following you, and that, I just felt you were full of it. Nobody could be that damn happy and everything. And finally, I realized, hell, you are that happy, and I want a piece of it. And so we're all getting a piece of it now, and we're all happy. So, so hearing that, any thoughts, comments? What did you like best?
Need to wind it back up because that meditation had me in the promised land. I think I left the planet for a minute. There's just a lot of good stuff. And I've been with Dr. Hank for a couple of years now, and I'm just really super excited about starting off my year doing this. It's been a minute since we have been together and in a group, and that's what I like best. I like being with you all, sharing our ideas, sharing our desires and our inspired actions and what's working for you. And it's all beautiful and good. And it's a great way to start off the year, I think. And I'm glad to be here and be a part of all of you and watch myself grow. It's exciting. I get a front row seat to my own, theaters. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Thank you. Other thoughts? Come on.
Dr. Hank, I just wanted to add how I like the way you said to be in the present moment. Get in the present moment. I think that's very powerful. Like you said, it was just past thoughts that are happening now, and definitely is happening now in my life. The past thoughts of having my husband get his real estate license, and it's happening now. We're in the moment. So
Yeah.
I think that really hit home, and I'm ready to live in the moment. And I'm thankful for the group, and just like Ryan said, the connecting with other people and having the same kind of thoughts, it's empowering. So it feels great, and want to get out there and do it. So
Yeah.
thank you, Dr. Hank.
And Helika, you're just so great that, that if for all of us, if we will all just say, I'm ready, that what you just said there, that's all you need. That when you're ready, God will give you everything, that you want. And so for all of us to, be ready and just loving this, and, and just a word on Angelica that, she used to be a shy little girl, wouldn't say anything. That, she's talking all the time now, loving life, that she's got business coming and going, closing, and more money than ever. And it's just, she's living the dream. And we all can live the dream by just, staying in that present moment and doing the things that we talked about today. Other thoughts, comments? What did you like best?
Yes, Dr. Hank, I love everything. I think the last segment on keeping them present and the actual meditation. Think about everything right now. In the present moment, everything is okay. Everything is okay. You're not hungry. You're not thirsty. You're on a warm house. You have clothes. You're clean. Everything in the moment right now is perfect.
Yeah.
Right. And as we stay in that moment mindset, now inspiration will come, guidance will come, and we take action, and more will come.
Exactly.
So I love it. I love it. Thank you. Thank you for the remembrance. Thank you for this and the meditation.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like Ryan. I was out in La La Land there for a bit, and here I am. You know, all back in the moment.
Yeah.
And I look at it. I help myself be better. I can help others be better as well.
Exactly. Yep. That's
So.
right. Yeah. And it all starts with you. And as you're better, that'll raise you up, and then you'll be in a better place to, raise others up, help others. That, I love every morning, and maybe to leave you with this thought that if you'll every day, when you wake up, invite God into your experience, into your life. And that when you have God with you, all things are possible. And so, and again, specifics on how to do that, the easiest way is just breathe. And so wake up in the morning and start that deep breathing and ask to be connected. And then I say things like, I want to have your loving vibration within me. I want to think as you do. I want to feel as you do. And so thinking and feeling actually creates our entire experience. Then I go beyond that. I want to see as you do. That another way of putting that is I want to see as Christ, with Christ, as Christ does. That I want to see as you do. I want to hear as you do. I want to smell as you do. I want to taste as you do. I want to touch as you do. And I mean, I am just filled with God bumps within a minute. Okay. And so I'm just flying high because I invited God into my experience. And then I do other things, like it's about an hour now that it takes me, sometimes an hour and a half. I don't care how long, it's not about that. It's just about me enjoying this moment in bed when I first wake up. I mean, I'm just ecstatic. Okay. And like, when I jump out of bed, like I'm just raring to go, and I'm the 7-year-old raring to go. And, Sharon's like, barely waking up. I'm like, what the hell? How can you be so, that way? Well, with God, you're that way, but with people, that I ask that for every person that I think about today and every person that I come in contact today, that we uplift each other and we help each other to our desires. And really, what a perfect prayer that is for everybody that you come in contact with, for anybody that you think about, that you uplift each other. So it's not, I'm going to be giving, I'm going to go uplift the world. That no, it's that because you got to have that even energy. And so it's that we're going to uplift each other and we're going to help each other with our desires. When that becomes your prayer, when you think about that instead of the flu or the Washington, D.C. or whatever, that now you are becoming the deliberate co-creator of your life. Amen?
Amen. Amen.
Yeah, fantastic. So with that, everybody, we're out of time. These are always an hour and 15 minutes, at least for the first 7 sessions here. I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday, 10:30 Central Time, for an hour and 15 minutes. We're going to talk about how to set high-flying desires. And so most people call those goals. Goals doesn't sound as warm to me and as fun as desires. And so we're going to form those, and we're going to just continue to be, do, and have everything that we want in 2021. Amen. All right. Amen. And thank you, everybody. Love you all. I'm going to stop the recording. And if you do have any other thoughts or whatever, that I'd be happy to. Let me see if we can get out of this. What happened there? Wow, got a big thing there. Okay, so we're going to say bye-bye. Thanks for everything. Love you guys.